Hello, Leo. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with somebody in the past. This could also be a situationship. For others of you, this could be somebody who you've met, you have a whole lot of energy with, completely in love, but no one's really speaking up. My method of reading is just slightly different for those of you who are new. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right, we have 3 cards that are slightly dark and dreary energy here. We have betrayal followed by nourishment, feelings and emotions, love, power, opening, doubt, hearth and home. And then we have victim under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Leo, right now, I understand what I've done. I have truly betrayed you. And things have changed. You thought you knew me, and it turns out that you never really knew me at all. I was and I have been someone different, not someone that you know. There is a lack of faith, there is a lack of trust now in this connection. It's as if whatever you had thought, whatever you had predicted, it just never really came through. And instead I did something that was completely different. Something you could not even fathom, could not even believe. But this has happened. I have done this. I also believe that there is this sense of nourishment. You have been that person who has made me feel that I have found the perfect partner, the perfect mate. I see things differently now. I live in a wonder. Things are no longer the same. What I feel is this sense of belonging. I feel as if I am fulfilled emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But only you can do that. Only you can make me feel that way. And I also feel that in this connection there is this emotion that runs deep. My feelings are very strong for you. I have been in this connection for a while, and I realized that no matter how dark it gets, no matter how bad the situation gets, I will always have feelings and emotions for you. When you are happy, I'm happy. And when you are sad, my world falls apart and I don't know what to do about it. I also feel that in this connection, there is a sense of love that exists. This is unconditional love, true love, sacred love, unconditional. It just exists. And no, I don't just love you, but I am actually in love with you. Because you make me emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. You have this way of making me feel like this. You have this way of making me feel that I am so different. There's a part of me that feels powerless because you are powerful. I am tempted by who you are, by all the things that you do, and even the things that you don't do, that you can't do. I feel attracted to that. And the temptation is very real. And I try to keep my distance. I also feel that in this connection, there is this sense of opening. I want to open up to you now. Because I feel that you are the perfect partner. There's a part of me that just wants to tell all. I don't want to hide anything anymore. No more hiding. There's a part of me that feels that it's important that you and I connect and that we talk. Things were different before, but now they are different. There's a part of me that wants to be that person who can delve deep into what's in my heart, the things that I've hidden from you all this time, the things that I thought you really shouldn't know about. And I do feel that in this connection there is a sense of doubt. This doubt that exists, it is huge because it makes me wonder, should I even be in this connection? Should this even be like this? What is all this? I don't know. Should we be together? Are you even going to want me to open up to you? Do you even want to hear anything from me? These are feelings and emotions and doubts that I have inside of me because now there is a lack of trust. There is a lack of faith because I betrayed you. I hurt you and I caused you pain and heartache. I know I broke your heart. I didn't mean to do it. And I find that mending it is a challenge, but not impossible. I also feel that in this connection, there is this sense of hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. I feel that there's this wonderful feeling of love, of passion, but also this feeling of home, where I can confide in you and talk to you about anything, and where I will not be judged. I also feel that in this connection, there's a part of me that feels that when I'm lost, you are that guiding light that leads me home. And when I'm cold, you are that guiding light that gives me that warmth. Overall, I've hurt you, and I know it. There is a sense of victimization, and I know it. A part of me realizes now that everything that has happened in this connection, truly it should not have. It shouldn't have happened. I have overindulged, taken advantage of you, taken you for granted, to the point where I have victimized you. And this is the betrayal. Because after that, I just pulled away. I kept my distance from you. And now there's so much distance that we can't even communicate properly anymore. The problem here is that I do love you, and I am in love with you. But what do I do about this betrayal? How do I fix the feeling of you being victimized? How do I fix the things that I've done in the past? I can't erase that. This is exactly why I do want to open up to you, but I'm also doubting that even if I did, is it going to even go anywhere? Because I have victimized you, and I have betrayed you. A part of me here just wants to open up and be that person who can love you, the person who actually does cherish you. But it's hard for you to see that because I have not acted in that way. I have not been that person. Going forward, I want to be someone new, someone different, someone who you can actually believe in and trust with all your heart. But right now, that's not the right time, and it's not going to happen. All right. Leo. So when I read these cards, I read the card meanings, what they mean to me. Sometimes I do see words and I say those words. So please don't take it 100% literally. This is not a private reading. This is a very general reading for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So if part of it does not resonate with you, don't fret. The rest of it may. Okay? I do see a person of interest is completely in love with you. But they have really dug themselves so deep in this pit. It is so bad. They literally dug their own bloody grave, for God's sakes. They ruined it all. I'm sorry to say. They really did ruin it. This is in the extremes. This is somebody who is completely in love with you. But they have also betrayed you in such a way that it has hurt you and broken you to the core. That's the issue here. How do you forgive somebody who did this to someone who loves so much? How do you forgive them? Do you forgive them? It's easier said than done. However, forgiveness is key. It depends on what it is. Some sins, honestly, are just unforgivable. Some. And I'm talking in the extremes. Right? Things that we can't take back. And people's lives change. People are impacted by that. The emotions, the thoughts of the future, trauma, emotional trauma starts to develop. So the impact of Crosswatcher, whatever you have done here, it has truly changed Leo and their opinion of you. It can either work out or it can't. But here you need somebody that has a big heart to forgive you for what you did. Because I'm seeing someone here who, for some reason, they were in love. They were loving this person, and there was a sense of betrayal, but also the fact somebody here felt used, misused, and used. Let's have a look. All right, that is your current status, okay? Those cards I just read, that's the current status, the current situation that's happening. Now, these set of cards, this is the Lover's Path Tarot. I like to read this in the reverse, and I also like to go into the past when I do this reading, just to see what happened in the past that caused this problem in the first place. So things may have been going great, everything was going fine, but then boom, something happened, everything started going downhill. What happened? So I'd like to have a look at that. Let's see. This is for those of you that may not have received any sort of closure. Your person of interest, they may have been someone who you had trusted, and now you realize that they just took you for granted. They ended up behaving in a way that was very different. It's not something that you really believed to be true. It's this person, it's like they seemed to be someone else one moment, and then the next there was somebody completely different. They may have taken you for granted. This person may have ghosted you. They may have just faded. They may have also just started to discontinue the amount of times they message you or they talk to you. Here we have tradition followed by 10 of Cups. Okay. Now we're dealing with tradition, right? This is old-fashioned methods, things that are publicly in the eyes of the public, but everybody's used to it. In the reverse, it talks about the need to throw out old structures that constrain. Fear of unconventional ideas and ways of approach. Non-conformity. So the need to throw out old structures that constrain. Your person of interest here, they may be completely in love with you, but their way of expressing it and their way of thinking how this connection should work out, it's totally messed up. It's against traditional values. Now, this could be somebody that maybe wants to have an open connection, right? Somebody who wants to do things kind of differently than the typical norm. So, for example, for some of you, getting married is a pretty big deal. And so perhaps this person doesn't want to get married. For some of you, not getting married but moving in may be the main thing for you. That's what you want. That's what you believe in. But this person doesn't want to do that. They may not want to move in. They may want to move in, but then also have other people on the side. Or have other options. You see, there's something here to do with going against tradition itself. What is it? So hopefully we can see, whatever it is, what is it that is so unique? What is it that's so different? Here we have a situation where somebody wants to move on in a connection. They wanted this, but they wanted it in a very different sort of way where it's not even appropriate anymore in society. This is what they feel. Here we also have, they were afraid of unconventional ideas and the way of approaching it. So even if they had an idea, they were so freaked out by it that they were like, okay, you know what? Leo's not even going to listen to me, so I'm not even going to bother. This is the issue. Maybe to make them happy, you could have said and you would have said yes. However, this person did not reach out to you in that way because they understood that, you know what, my idea is so far out there, I don't even think Leo's going to support this. So we also have here the 10 of Cups. Let's have a look at the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups here talks about dissatisfaction in this connection, though they were uncertain why. Because everything looked perfect on the surface. However, there was an inability to experience joy. Dissatisfaction, although they were uncertain why. Now, endurance in love relationships. Honestly, guys, what I'm seeing here is, my God, this person's way of loving and their way of being with you is a very unique kind of way. It is almost toxic. Some of you may not have liked the way this person treated you or the way because you have the victim card here, right? They may not have, well, let's put it this way. You may not have liked the way that they expressed their emotions and their feelings and their intimate behavior with you. You may not have liked that. This person, however, enjoyed it, but then it got to the point where it became bored because it was not really full of emotion, right? Now the issue is, currently, your person of interest does love you. They're in love with you. But they're also aware that the things that they did to you, it caused you heartache and pain. In the past, it was exactly that, where they were with you, and they were causing you heartache and pain, but they didn't realize it. They didn't know it. They didn't even sense it. And even if they did, they ignored it. Simply because they were focusing more on the physical instead of the emotional. Here we have that sense of emotion, the 10 of Cups, but emotions are completely cut out from here. This is in the reverse. This person was in this connection not for the emotion, but for that sense of physical connection. And they wanted something that was more different, but when they didn't have it their way, then they started to feel dissatisfied. That's what happened here. So when they didn't get their way, they felt dissatisfied. The problem with that is that that sort of a connection is very physical. It's actually not emotional, and that's the reason why they felt dissatisfied, because all they were focusing on was the physical. But now things have changed. Remember, you did have feelings and emotions, and you have love. That is huge. I only have 2 cards in this entire deck, in the Goddess Oracle deck, the one before, and only those 2 cards for me define love. You have both of those cards, love and feelings and emotions. So there's no doubt this person has love with the feeling of love, but now they do love you. However, their way of loving is quite different. And for some of you, it might even make you feel extremely uncomfortable. You're not comfortable with it. $50 Shades of Grey. That's what I'm seeing. That sort of stuff. I don't want to say it, but that kind of stuff. Something's going on here where somebody was in a situation where it was too much for them to handle. It wasn't their type of thing. It wasn't their cup of tea. And it got to the point where whatever they were eating started to taste very bitter and sour and gross. They didn't like it anymore. They were ingesting, and this is metaphorically I'm saying, they were ingesting this connection. But then at some point in time, it wasn't sweet anymore. This is you. This is you. It was okay in the beginning, but then things started to change because of the behavior of the other person. And then things were just not the same anymore. It just wasn't right. And you didn't feel good about it. This person started to act a little differently. And then you're wondering, is somebody just using me? What is all this for? Why am I like this? It's a really difficult situation because I see somebody here being in love with the idea of love, but not really being that person who's dedicated to love itself. That's a problem. How can you be in a connection like that? You need 2 people, like-minded people, to make that sort of a connection work. Okay? One person most likely will not change because that is not them. And that's exactly what Crosswatcher knows. Leo, your person of interest, knows that traditionally things are different. They're not going to be the exact same as you had wanted them to be, and that's why they were dissatisfied, because they wanted to turn you into what they were. They wanted to do the things to you what they wanted to do. They had these fantasies. And those fantasies didn't come true. Instead, it's like they were trying to dominate and trying to change somebody into something that they were not. So, all I can say is don't jump into any sort of a situation where you have to change your entire personality to please a person. That's not what you're there for. You can pay people to do that, right? You can pay people to do that. That's not you. You're here to have a relationship, not to be a concubine or a slave to somebody, right? You got to stand up for yourself. You got to be more assertive. All right. Sorry, that just ticks me off. It's not, I don't like that feeling of what I'm feeling for you and for this person. It might not be as extreme for some of you. This is a general love reading, but for those of you that are going through something like this, I feel it, and it almost, sorry, but it does make me angry. It does. I can't help it, and I can't really do anything about it, but all I can do is give you a lecture on it. That's all I can do. The rest is up to you. All right, lots of passion. This is the Beginner's Tarot deck. So it's not bad. We do have here a few cards that are talking about passion, a lot of heat, but it is combined with love here, which is okay, then that's perfectly safe and fine. So we have the first card is the strongest, 8 of Wands. Your person of interest truly wants to reach out to you. They really want to reach out. They feel that in this connection, so much has happened that it's important for them to actually communicate with you now. They feel that things could have been better, but they were not. They feel the need to communicate, whether it's directly or indirectly, but they feel that they can no longer stay quiet anymore. That is a good thing. So if the majority of the reading you are resonating with, then I would say here, it's okay. This is going to work out because this person is going to reach out to you. Why are they reaching out? Because they find you to be utterly irresistible. They do have this attraction to you, towards you. They do feel that you are this person who really does get them. You understand them. There's something that they feel that's spiritual about you. And that sense of spiritual feeling, it's very strong. And they feel that in this connection, with this, that all that is happening and all that has happened in the past, they just want to make things right. But they know that you know that they want to make things right. This is one of the reasons why they like you, because they feel that you really do understand them. Here we also have the 3 of Pentacles. So a small portion of you, you could have been working with this person in the past. This could be somebody that you're still working with. And if it's not work, it could be that you know this person through someone else or through an association or an organization. If that's the case, this person is falling in love with you. And if you don't know this person in that way, then this card also indicates to me that your person of interest has experienced a few things, done a few things, and what they want to do now going forward is build a partnership. They want to manifest something with you. But they're very interested in building and manifesting. We also have here the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups here talks about how in this connection, there is this desire to be in a long-term committed connection. Or rather, relationship, I should say. This is a beautiful card because it does talk about the happiest of times. This is finally a person who has believed and understood and respected your opinions and your views as well on life and on love and romance. This is somebody who wants to build a future with you, a home, have a family, even move forward in terms of prosperity, joy, abundance. It's a really great card to have because it does talk a lot about progress forward. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's really nice. We also have here the 10 of Wands, the overall arching theme. Now, one of the issues with this particular sort of card, it does show that there has been a lot of struggle. Your person of interest feels very much boggled down. They feel weighed down and overwhelmed with responsibilities. They don't know how to move forward. they don't know how to even handle this specific situation that they have with you, but they're trying to move on. Not from the situation, but they're trying to move on in their life to handle and to tackle all that is going on. One of the problems here with this card is that their attention may be scattered, maybe diverted. They may not be connecting with you that much right now. For that reason, it's important for you to just take a step back and let this person reach out to you when they are ready. Because with this card, it does talk about how the time, energy, and effort they are unable to give to you because they're busy with perhaps their careers, some projects, some family-related issues, paying the bills, right? Getting that extra job or whatever. There's something going on here where this person's energy is completely scattered. They have other responsibilities, other tasks, things like that. And you may be a part of it and you may not be a part of it. You may be so important to them that they want to dedicate all their time to you, but they don't want to do it while they're busy with other things. So that also means that they will put that stuff to the side or complete those tasks, and then they will start to connect with you. Either way, Leo, I do see this person reaching out to you here. While they do, don't be surprised if they connect with you and they're gone for a while, simply because this situation itself has also become very burdensome for them because they have not been able to express themselves to you the proper way, right? Here, they are going to be able to do that. So I would say here with this connection, yes, it does appear that there's going to be this well, I keep saying connection, but this relationship. It's going to be a relationship in the coming future, but don't expect it to be rushed. It's not going to rush. It's going to take its own sweet time. And also you need to remember this person has heavy burdens on their shoulder, on their shoulders. So they're not going to be able to give you all of their time, their energy, their effort into that connection. You're going to have to understand that. So even if they reach out to you, they may keep their distance for a little bit. You need to understand that part. And that is totally up to you. What you do in that time, that's your time, okay? That's me time, okay? When they don't connect with you, you do your own thing. You don't have to worry about, whether they're going to call me or not, whether they're going to text me or not, sitting and waiting for that text. Because what happens is we are at that point truly just attracting a lot of negative energies because we are worried. And it becomes so overwhelming for us that we start to depend on that. We only live for that. So it's important for you to just think about it clearly that this person too is going through something. And eventually they will reach out when they feel that they can reach out. In the meantime, you do your own thing. Focus on yourself. Start a hobby. Find a talent that you didn't know you had because you do. All right. We have here this is the Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. First card is the strongest. We have here no. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Holy Hannah. And then again, you gotta know. Shoot. What's going on here? Okay. No. No. Get more information. Opportunity. Take action. Not the right time. Look for a sign. Right. Okay, so some of you may be assuming that you know a lot about this person already. The problem here is no, you don't actually. You may think you do, but in actuality, the angels here are saying no, you don't. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. You have here 2 cards. No, no. So definitely, we got an answer here. No, no. No, no. Get more information. That's what they're saying. Why? Because there's something. When this card comes up, get more information, it means that there is something in this connection that you are unaware of that is affecting the connection. Okay? So there's some piece of information here regarding the person, the situation, regarding the challenge, the belief, whatever it is. There's something that's causing a problem, and you don't have the full information. Eventually, you will receive an opportunity to get that information. You're not going to go out just searching for something. Whatever you've been fighting about, whatever the issue is, whatever you're not really being able to discuss or understand or comprehend, even if it's communication problems, you need to go get that knowledge. However, if you know what it is, go out and educate yourself. If you don't know what it is, don't worry. You will get it soon. You will understand what it is soon. And at that point in time, that opportunity is going to come up for you to realize this, and you are going to go and take action. These cards are like so on point because it's literally reading as a sentence. You're going to take action, but right now is not the right time. When will be the right time? Look for a sign. You will see signs, synchronicities. Things will start to make sense to you. All of a sudden, this puzzle of this connection will start to fall into place, all the pieces, and you'll be able to understand it better. Here we do have the sense of abundance. Abundance here, it does talk about how in this connection it is important for you to accept that there is going to be and there is going to come some abundance. Okay, this is really good. There's going to be some abundance in this connection. It's going to be heaven sent, and you are going to be able to accept it only after your perspective and your mindset has changed, because you have gained more information after that opportunity that came, and you took more action after you had seen those signs. So it's no, get more information after you receive the opportunity and then take action. But right now is not the right time. Look for a sign, because eventually you're going to get abundance. Wow. That is one heck of a message. Very, very strong message, especially when we get double no's. There's only 2 yeses and 2 no's in this deck, and it's really interesting when both of them come out. I did shuffle before, and they're not together. They're very far apart, usually, these cards. So, Leo, there you have it. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And also, for those of you who are new, I have another channel called Asnointia Audio on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free. Please do check out that channel and do like, share, and subscribe. I have videos there regarding relationship-related advice, so that should help for some of you that may be going through some tough times. I also have some on past life and spiritual connections, twin flame, soulmates, karmic partners, that sort of thing. One of them also is on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove negative energies. For those of you who are interested in love readings or past life reading, I do have openings for that still. So please do feel free to check out my website, www.asnointia.com, and you can place an order. Before you place an order, please read the description that I have in the order, so that you are actually able to understand and see what it is that you're going to receive when I complete that reading for you. Leo, thank you for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below, because I do read the comments, and I do appreciate when you tell me your stories, because I sometimes use that as information so I can create more content on the other channel in relation to all the issues and the problems that many of us face. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I will see you guys again. Bye now.